G'day team, Jeremy Britton, 24-hour wealth coach. Once again, down on the beach after my dawn meditation. This morning I wanted to share something with you. It didn't come out of my dawn meditation, not one of my normal revelations, but a realization that I had courtesy of my lovely wife Yvie. I'm just watching the birds in the sunrise. Yvie, thank you very much for the inspiration. We had a situation this week, and obviously being that Yvie's from another country and from another culture, she occasionally has to deal with the ignorance, the racism, the hatred, the prejudgment, I guess, of many other people. And that's just something that she's used to dealing with. Something that she's not so used to dealing with is when it arises inside of herself. And she had the situation this week when she was dealing with somebody and actually found it a bit of a challenge to deal with this person. And they were pushing her buttons, and she found it a little bit hard to accept this person for who they were being, and what they were actually doing. And Yvie just had to meditate on herself, on her own reactions, and realise where they were coming from. And also she had to just simply accept some things about this other person, and accept who they were is just a product of their upbringing, of their education, and the culture that they've come from. And obviously, you know, hating on other people, being racist, being prejudgmental, being whatever, is just something that is a learned behaviour. It's something that you've picked up from your society, from your culture, from your parents, from your teachers, from whomever. So for Yvie, she had to accept this other person for how they were, just love them without trying to change them. But also, what she realised was there was a part of herself that she wasn't accepting. And part of herself that she wasn't accepting was the reaction that they provoked inside of her. And when she felt the feeling of not accepting them, when she felt the feeling of reacting to how they were being, she wasn't accepting that, because it wasn't a very pleasant sensation inside of her, as it is when someone's pushing your buttons. It's not very pleasant. And what I got from this experience, what I learned from Yvie, that all acceptance is self-acceptance, all hatred is self-hatred, and all love is self-love. And if you meet someone and they're pushing your buttons, if you meet someone and you have a reaction to them, if there's something that you can't accept about this person, then it's possibly due to the fact that there's that aspect inside of you and you're not accepting that. Now, you may look at a certain type of people and say, okay, all of those people are lazy, or all of those people are this, or all of those people are that. Well, it's possible there's a little aspect of laziness inside of you, and you're not accepting that. You're not accepting that fundamentally you're human. And rather than looking within yourself and saying, hey, I've got a little aspect of laziness and I don't like that in myself, you externalize it, put it on someone else and say, well, I'm going to hate all these particular type of people, and blame all of these particular type of people and say that they have that aspect in them that I don't like in myself. So the realization, the revelation, when you realize that all acceptance is self-acceptance, all love is self-love, instead of hating on someone else, you can look inside of yourself and say, you know what? I possibly have a little issue with laziness, or with hatred, or with non-acceptance. And that's okay. It's okay for me to have that. Considering where I've been, what I've learned, my upbringing, it's okay for me to have that. I'll work on it, sure. And hopefully I'll become better. But right now, in this moment, it's okay for me to have that. I accept my own shortcomings. The other thing as well is to also accept the part of you that doesn't like that. Because that's the part of you that doesn't like your own laziness, the part of you that doesn't like your own procrastination, doesn't like your own hatred, racism, self-judgment or judgment of others. That's the part of you that's actually going to improve you. So when those issues come up for you, realise it's not about someone else. It's about you. You need to deal with something. All acceptance is self-acceptance. All love is self-love. once you love and accept the part of you inside of you, then you can feel love and acceptance for everybody else and every other situation in your life. It's very easy to talk about, not so easy to do. If you're having trouble, I'd recommend one of my videos called "You Can't Push My Buttons If They're Sandy." Look for it on Facebook or on YouTube. Otherwise, have a chat to a professional counsellor, contact me, and hope to talk to you very soon when you are full self-love, self-acceptance, acceptance of others. If you're not, we'll talk. It's okay. You're human, we're all human. Have a great day.